Hello, welcome to Little Arrow Soaps. Today is bath bomb day, and as is tradition, it is raining. So there's a bad thunderstorm passing through the area. It seems to be on the tail end of it. It was pretty bad a little bit ago, but you never know with Texas weather. So if it starts getting worse or if we lose power or anything like that, that's why. We'll come back as soon as we can, if we can. Our area is kind of known for power flicks. Doesn't really go off, but it flicks, and that's annoying. So, today we are going to be working on Among Us guys and rupees. And the Among Us guys, we're going to try two different methods of stuffing them with their hidden colors and see what we like best. So, I've got my knife for smoothing out the mold. And I've got my cube embeds and my powder embed, and of course my mixture here. So we will see what works best. Oh, see, there's the thunder. Patrick Cat, hello. Nice to see ya. Green mat now comes with sound, see? Indeed. All right. Let's put in a base here. We're going to make kind of a well, because we want it to be hidden from the outside what color is in here, but we want to be able to tell ourselves. So let's start with some red cubes. These are kind of small cubes. Not too bad, but smaller. So we're going to put a few around. That should do nicely. And then we'll fill it in. Hello, Cajun. Nice to have you in. Okay. No, you need to behave and actually stick in the mold, please. Beautiful. So this guy will get painted after he dries, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to gently move him up to the corner so he can dry with all of his friends. And let's keep going. Yep. We did red one. Now let's try a scoop of red powder now. So the difference between these two is drying, and we want to see the biggest problem with putting different things inside of bath bombs is they crack sometimes. So the squared embeds prevent that by just being thin and not taking up a whole lot of space. But sometimes the powder can cause a problem because it's a different temperature and moisture level, and that can cause problems because they dry at different rates. However, because it's drier, And we've allowed it to dry overnight instead of making the colors at the same time with different moisture contents. It should eliminate that so that only the outside shell needs to dry. But we shall see. So with these Among Us guys, you won't know what you get until it's in the water. I have worked very hard to make sure that you can't tell, and we've changed up the method a few times now so that it's really a mystery. And I think this is going to be one of the better years yet for keeping it a mystery. Making sure I didn't poke through the bottom. I don't think it did. The knife here helps me level the bottom so that there's no big ridges that could cause any problems. So this is another cube. So it's going in the cube row. So as long as I'm careful, I can bring it down here. Cube row. Do a row of cubes and a row of powder. A row of cube and a row of powder. By the time these guys are painted and packaged, we won't even know what one's what. That rain is just coming down out there. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it is quite good storm. It is springtime in Texas. Well, spring, summer. Feels like summer. Calendar says it's spring. It's basically whatever it wants to be. Of course you can hear it, Zulu. So with these, I'll paint the bodies all the different colors from the game and try as best I can to make one of each. But it doesn't always quite happen how I want, but that's okay. doggy. Thanks for joining us. Hope the weather's not too bad where you are. Yep, the weather app says it shouldn't be much longer, but we didn't check Space City weather. And let's be honest, they're the only ones who really know what's going on. Okay. So we sent these with our jelly bean scent because all of the little Among Us guys always remind me of like a pack of jelly beans with all their colors. And I like the scent. So, little group of all the guys lined up and all colorful, smelling like jelly beans. It's just too perfect. Come on. Hello, Tatter. Can't make everything jelly beans. I mean, but I can. But I really can. That may be, but also you can't. Who's gonna stop me? You? I'll turn you into a jelly bean. Ooh, the rumbles. The rumbles in the sky. I mean, it already looks like witchcraft. Tenner's been off lately. It's says this is the game we're gonna play tonight, the What is Tenner Thinking game, because it definitely does that. Close enough. It's right after Seuss ate him. There must have been something, there must have been some sort of update to Tenner. Their search engine is not as broad as it used to be. Your oops. I used to make these all the time, but between these and the Pokeballs, they're relatively similar levels of effort, and I just don't have enough to do both. Is 10 a successful save? What were we saving? What was the Tenner saving throw? I mean, is it rolling with advantage or Does it have any modifying traits? Because I'm leaning towards 10 being no. As a save, I don't think 10 works. Hello, Lady L. Welcome in. We are making some Among Us bath bombs, or at least the first phase of them, because they do need to get painted, but that is not a same day activity. But these little guys always look so good when they're all done up. And we'll give them a little blood splatter and fun. Did he let me know what? Lady L, Donna, start streaming again next week. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. I wish you all of the best, all of the luck, and yeah. What do we intend to be streaming? All of our stuff? And one of the things is your decal. Yay, decal! I am very much looking forward to our decal. I saw someone driving around our parking lot at work today with a car decal, and I'm like, oh, that's going to be us soon. Powder. Okay. Going well. Sometimes these guys give me problems, but I think I've finally figured out this kind of mold. I was so focused on the 3D molds that I kind of put these kinds aside for a while. And then I started struggling with them. But now I think I've got it all worked out. Which is good because I have a few of these now. Not as many as other molds, but I have a few. Don't inhale the powder. Yeah, probably for the best. There's one known lung irritant in there. Once you mix it with oil, it's inert, but it's a little bit irritating when it's aerosolized. Whoop, thunder's coming through again. I'm sorry I tenored that. Yeah, that is your fault, and we will hold you to that. I was going to do a couple D20, but I can't seem to find my D20, and I am viewing this as an opportunity potentially to look on the internet and find a new one because I don't like the one I currently have, because it's just, it hurts my fingers. I don't like it very much. And I'd love one that came with the numbers on it. But I don't know if that's reality or if that's something we may need to custom order. If it already exists, I will try and get it. If not, then we will probably get to custom order it because we have people we know now that know how to do these things and can be challenged. I even dug out all my dice. I was like, yes, I can do it. But nope, no idea where it is. That scene's from the movie Perfect Sense. We finally decided to watch it, and it was quite emotional today. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting out of that movie. It kind of seemed quirky and weird in the beginning, and then it ended up being really kind of deep and pretty in like a very unexpected way. Yeah, highly recommend. I don't think it's one of those movies that I could sit down and watch again, because I don't think it would have the same oomph the second time. But also, there are just some heavy things in there, too. Yeah. Hello, Erin. Erin, one of the above. Welcome in. I am pressing some Among Us bath bombs. This is a different style of bath bomb mold than I usually use, but it's the best Among Us one that I've seen. This is actually one of my older bath bomb molds. I've had it for quite a while. But he's pretty detailed. Does a pretty good job. Very easy to use. It allows me to stuff them with red and blue powder so that we can label everyone as either sorry, I heard thunder in the distance and it sounded like something fell, unless something did fall. Oh, maybe something did fall. He claims there's nothing falling. Then why does it sound like there's something falling? I don't need to get my ears checked. And that was blue cubes. This would be blue powder. Maybe it's a ghost. Maybe. Our house is pretty new to be a ghost house, though. Unless maybe it's a ghost named Zulu. Oh, he says he's not a ghost. Are you looking for my D20?
Yes.
Did you find it?
Yes.
Sweet. I still want a new one. Look how nice these look today, though. If you touch it, I will hurt you. I have a knife.
But that one's cracked.
Well, yeah. Most of them get a little crack at some point.
You're right, they're all cracked. Cracked out of your damn mind.
Maybe it's me astral projecting.
Can I?
Slam and slide into position. Okay, and then slide it right here. And then gently lift. Don't squeeze as you lift. Beautiful!
You will not survive the vacuum of space.
Probably not. We will emphasize his cracked shield. I like it. Usually I cover the cracks with blood splatter. Mama Jewel! Miss Rarity is a huge Zelda fan. She will love y'all are making rupees. Hello. Yeah, we're gonna make the rupees next. Actually, you brought my... you put it far away so I have to stand up and get it. Brought my D20. I wanted to make a D20. At this stage in the game, I like to make at least one D20 from every batch of stuff that I'm making, maybe even two. Let's see if we have any that go with this. Oh, these are not just D20, these are all sorts of dice. Let's separate out the D20s. Because I know myself, I would get disappointed if I got something else. No, that's a 10. I guess I'm lower on D20s than I thought I was. I have one other place to check, but this will be enough for tonight. The first year I did like full sets of these. However, I thought that was silly because like I'd be upset if I got a D4. I have to know where you get all your amazing molds. I need some new and interesting resin molds. So most of my molds would not be safe for resin. The vacuum ones maybe, but the 3D ones not so much. However, Catamolds did just today announce that they're doing silicone molds for freshies. So those might translate to resin, but a lot of the more unique ones that I get, like this Among Us mold, it's those car air freshener things. I hate the name, but it's taken off, so it is what it is. Sometimes you should get a set of minis. That would be fun to put them all in there. Don't know how cost effective it would be, but it would be fun. All right, let me fill this guy up. Make at least one of these, because it's white. Yeah, white lettering. Blue one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 12 out of that batch so far. Maybe 1 or 2 more. I guess Brent's breath. She now has long COVID and bronchitis. I have long COVID and COPD. Acute exasperation. We're trying to get some men, but it's been rough. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sounds rough. Just one for a super special event giveaway of some sort. Yeah, we could definitely do that, especially if someone wanted to generously donate mini dice for us. That would work out great. Or like one of those mini dice rings. They'll be cool. All right. One. This is why I don't like this mold. This little outer edge is so thin, I basically have to tuck it under my fingernails to pull it out. And I hate it. Okay, that wasn't as bad as it is sometimes. And that was way overfilled, so that's going to be a funky shape. But that's okay. I'll live with it. Grim, are you okay? Did you get yourself stuck in the corner? Nope. Okay, we figured it out. Oof, that's a thick Saturn ring, but that'll work. Those are all silicone modes. I bet I could use them for resin. Yeah, probably. All right. There's our chunky D20. We'll not fill the next one as much. You know, I do not like how that looks. That's not a D20. We're gonna recast that. I didn't add any glue to it. We're gonna recast that on purpose. You can rip it, Zulu, if you want. Even if it was intentionally ripped. Yeah. I will not rip it. Pack loose. Dust off a little. This feels better. I want it to actually look like a D20. Like my first few Pokeballs were very much eggs. But you know, you grow and you learn and you figure it out. It's going slowly. Ah. Much better. So, much better looking D20. Go ahead and put that back in the corner. I already have 3 made up. So, there's a 4th one. We'll make another 1 or 2 tonight. Probably 1. Set these aside right there. And another Among Us guy. It was on blue, so it's Red's turn. Alright, so did anyone else play like way too much Among Us with their friends during lockdown? We found out that my mother-in-law is really sneaky and really good at it. After she killed all of us while repeatedly telling us, I don't know what I'm doing. We're on to you. Just dry it. So do these dry hard or do you have to do something special? No, these dry hard. They have cocoa butter and oils in them, as well as binders such as clay and starch and cream of tartar, and all of those act to make them hard. And in the end, they get really quite hard. They're, we can drop them and do all sorts of stuff to them. And unless we're really rough with them, they're usually fine. It's usually mostly the kids who are like, deliberately try and stab it with their finger that we have an issue with. So yeah, it usually takes about 24 hours, and then they're rock hard, solid and good to go. All right, I think I can get one more out of this mix. That gives us a solid 14, which I believe is what I did last year, just for the one convention. And I think we had a couple left for a few days, so I think that will be good. Yeah, the science of it's really interesting, and all of the different things that people do to make them behave in different ways. There's a gal who I bought my base recipe from, and she did these really wonderful breakdowns of like what each ingredient is actually doing in your mix, so that you can figure out what you actually want in your final product. Okay. I'm so sick of crapping every day for St. Jude fundraiser on Facebook. I just did a couple set of pyro coasters for different styles. Hearts. I need to take pictures and share them on Discord, or at least my Instagram, and of course trying to get well for Splash in December. But yeah, do what you need to, Mama Jewel. You gotta be good for you. Everything else will fall into place. Alright, we got a little extra here. That is not enough for a star, but if we add a little of this and a little of this, it might be. Hopefully that's enough to hold it all together. Oh yeah, that'll be just barely enough. Let's hope it holds though. It's a little dry. So far, so good. Nope. We attempted to use it. That's okay. That can go be bath bomb powder. And that'll actually be a really pretty mix for a chemical X bomb. So we will turn it into that. So I'm gonna pull this out, get rid of some of these things in my way because I don't need these for the next bombs. Yeah, go ahead and run that. right. Clean up the workspace. Put away the knife. Do, 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 do. All right. That over there. This can now come into frame. And of course, we have rupees, so we have necklaces. So let's count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11's the most I've ever gotten, so we'll pull that many. Usually get 10 out of this. However, since we're going to be doing this guy, 10 I would be very happy with. We're going to do 1 of those. And then, yes we do. We still have that smoked pecan pie. I thought about grabbing it last night even. We should probably have it soon. Okay. Pull this off of here. So these are rupees. They're scented in green apple. Right now I do have some available in the store, just 2 left. But this will be a new batch. And these ones will stay. I was so tired last night. I'm glad we spent it playing video games. Yeah. I don't do baths, but seeing this setup makes me want to take one. You should take a bath. It's very therapeutic. If you're worried about the whole showering issue, shower before, shower after. Treat it like a hot tub just for you, where no one else is going to disturb you. Enjoy it. It's a little self-care, a little meditation. Nothing wrong with it. I think more people need to get into the idea of taking a bath. They're nice. You smell nice and you float, especially in the summer. I like to take a cooler bath because then it kind of feels like my own personal swimming pool too. That's the pic I wanted. Okay. Are you gonna do what I want you to do? Probably not, because you rarely ever do. I forgot to grab a spoon for this part. Or more backwards. Oh, I don't have a whole lot. That's okay. I'll find more if I need more. The little corners are the hardest part to get to stay. Do I need to order more? Yeah, I think we're on the point where we need to order more. I have quite a few, but they're starting to get stained and oiled, and they start to break down. So yeah, another sleeve on Amazon, please. All right. One of those, because I'll have other things. But let's get into our rupees. It's not a rupee unless there's treasure inside. So we have our crystal point necklaces. I've used a few different ones, but right now they are all natural stones, not synthetics, because I've bought some in the past. They were like, they're natural, and I'm like, that's not a color that occurs in nature, so no, they're not. But all these are natural. I've got rose quartz, tiger's eye. What else do I have? Rose quartz, tiger's eye, jade, white quartz, obsidian, some snowflake obsidian. I don't see anything in this badge. Did I say amethyst? I think I said amethyst, but yeah, that's one of them. I wouldn't say they're the highest quality stones, but they're a nice little necklace. They're pretty. Okay. Sometimes I've done it all amethyst. Sometimes I've done it all... one time I did it all glass points because that's what I had access to at the time. But I like when I can get the real stuff. Just feels more authentic. As soon as I saw these on my mold website, I'm like, that's a rupee. I don't care if you call it a gemstone. That's a rupee. 100%. So I've been watching clips from the new Breath of the Wild game, or from the new Zelda game, I guess. And they're absolutely gorgeous. The games are just... the stuff they're doing with it on the Switch. I'm impressed at the Switch's capability to do that kind of stuff. But I do think that their art style has been influenced by the limits of the technology. The OG NES one, yes. I have, we have a couple. I have an N64, so we have Ocarina of Time, and I think one other one. But I wasn't really into games until I was in, well, for a brief period of time in my tween years. And then I left gaming for a while because I was starting to get into PC gaming and stuff, and then I hurt my hand and I couldn't do PC gaming anymore because my fingers that do the directionals don't always want to work with me, and if I use them too much they start to hurt, and so directionals are not an option. But I've gotten back into gaming after discovering adaptive software and stuff. So I've got a little gamepad that I can use a directional joystick with my thumb instead of having to do directionals with my hand, because my hand doesn't like doing that. Even when I type, my pinky wants to put in random A's and capitalizations. Or just use controllers. Yeah, I like that a lot of games are controller enabled now. Though I feel like there's some limitations to the controller. But it's better than not playing. But some of my games, like, I love The Sims. And I don't really need to use controllers for that. I don't really need to use much for that. Just my mouse play, really. And that's nice and easy. Ooh, maybe I should get a Plum Bob bath bomb. For those who know. I think None for Broadcast can be played on controller. Not a Plumba, it's a Plum Bob. Very different universes, sir. Have a great rest of your stream, Lara. I was up all night due to coughing, so going to bed early. I'll check up with y'all soon. Hope you feel better. Good luck with everything. Let us know if you need anything. And we're getting ready for the event. I'm excited. It's going to be a busy month for us, so feel free to stop in anytime. We got to get ready for our conventions. So much to get ready for conventions. Yeah, I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy, and it says I'm about 70% done with the game, or with the challenges and quests and stuff. And I re-downloaded The Sims after my computer had to be completely wiped and set. So I have no worlds, no families, no nothing. So I want to restart something, but I want to finish Hogwarts first. We have no idea what we're going to do for that. Got to get the cons first. Yeah, it'll probably be making more bath bombs for cons, if I'm completely honest. Maybe sugar scrubs. I got to get started on those. I got all the ingredients for them. Well, I have most of the ingredients for them. I'm still not certain what I'm gonna... I can't get into WoW and it's giving me rage. No, you don't want to get into WoW. You don't want to fall down the rabbit hole. Or you do, maybe. Up to you. I tried League of Legends for a while. I don't get it. I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. I get that, there's like 3 different game modes that you can access, and like I tried like the main one, and then I tried the bridge one. The bridge one was super confusing. The main one, there's too much going on, and the little creatures, and I don't understand the cooldowns and the purchasing system. That was really weird to me. So I tried it for a while. Love the characters, love the lore. Don't think I can get into the thing. It was a bad sentence on my part. Been playing for years. It crashes every time I get to the load screen for some reason. Yeah, it does that too. I think my graphics card is too old. That's quite possible. The best thing I did for myself at college was not get into WoW. I'm fairly confident I wouldn't have graduated if I had. Yeah, I can agree with that. That's a little underpressed. Yeah, there's a couple of these boards that are feeling threadbare. Because they start absorbing the oil, and then they get fragile. Like this one's definitely fragile. That's okay. We will make it work for us. do you have right now? Oh, yeah, graphics card, computer nerd stuff. Sims actually has a pretty wide range of what it's compatible with as far as graphics cards. It's pretty forgiving. It can get really detailed or it can simplify down pretty well. I've played it on some outdated stuff. Heck, back in the day I played it on an E-machine. Adele, the old commercials and the new reality of what they are. I think their marketing was really good. And I still remember the annoying guy, dude, you're getting Adele. Oh my heavens. I would use my downtime to just distress via games and streaming, and that never happened. Oh yeah, more of an office machine than a games machine. Yeah, I think a lot of computers were meant for that, even up to 5 years ago, but a lot of stuff is being more cross-functional. I remember years ago, my brother was like super excited to get a Mac. He's like, Mac's the best computer out there. And then he tried to download Age of Empires on it and quickly learned maybe Mac's better for music and art than gaming. I was non-essential exempt, so I was in the office every day. I'm still exhausted. I was essential, but I was still furloughed. Even though it would have made more sense to have more people not be at the hospital for things. Maybe send them to the satellite clinics instead. But hey, I am not the big boss. I do not make the rules. Hey, Zulu. Oh, never mind. There's a stack right here. I see the other stack. I didn't need to use that questionable one then, but I did. My roommate works at Walt Disney World, so she was home for a few months. Oof. Yeah. Weird times, man. Super weird times. I put in like 400 hours on Animal Crossing on my furlough days. And then I started a soap making business. So, not all bad, I guess. Yeah, I work in healthcare. I'm an orthopedic technician. Kids still broke their bones. Kids broke their bones in new and inventive ways during lockdown. To be fair, you started making and then just made too many and we had to sell them. Yeah, that's fair. And hasn't changed at all. I will continue to make. It definitely changed the work world. Oh yeah, I think it changed a lot. I haven't had to argue with so many 8-year-olds about what their dad said. I found Twitch via Felicia Day and the rest of the guild cast playing D&D, and then I found a quilter and some other crafters and 24/7 MSTK3. Never turned back. Yeah, honestly, Zulu brought me to Twitch. I made an account years ago to watch Overwatch League, and now that's not as interesting to me anymore. And then I used it again a couple years ago when I had an International Secret Santa who was a Twitch streamer. I haven't seen her on in a while, though. It would be fun to surprise her. And then, yeah, you know. No, that's not enough powder. That's sitting flat. That can't do that. Man, what was her name? I have it on my thing. It's like, I want to say it was like purple something. Either purple or pretzel. There was a P. I have her on my old Twitch account on my phone, but I never signed out of. This went faster than I was expecting tonight. What to do, what to do. We can try and get one more out of that, but I don't think it's enough. Yeah, that's not enough. So, instead, let's make some stars. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and a star, and a D20. That's fine. I am pleased with that outcome. And we'll grab our stick. And then stars.